What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 7 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vilitch the Curseling Immortal Empire campaign. So as we saw last time, we have taken away Jin and have partially destroyed the Celestial Loyalist faction, though they do still seem to have a full stack remaining in addition to their single, I want to say, settlement? Yes, their single settlement, which is great for them, though we do probably want to come down here and deal with them. That said, we definitely want to start Vilitch moving out here to potentially get some vassals for us via the other Norskins, so we can't be spending much longer here, I think. I do, however, want to attack Jiao Ming as he has been cited, and whatever the defeat trait is, I want it just as a matter of principle, so that we at least get a duel against him, if nothing else. Anyway, for this turn, we shall not move anybody because we can no longer move anybody, but I do believe I wanted to build something at the end of last episode. Yes, this thing at the Red Fortress, the Strategy Chamber. Additional Tzeentch corruptions, but more importantly, control and income from buildings. We've also unlocked an additional Tzeentch gift, though I mostly want to get Forbidden Knowledge as fast as possible. The only problem is, of course, the -10 control is a pretty hefty price to pay, and we can't afford it right now in the sense that several of our territories would just rebel. Otherwise, is there anything that we could use here? We could activate the Arrows of Destiny, but at a loss of 1,500 souls, this may not be worth our time. Plus Gaze of Fate, while decent, cannot move, and melee attack reduction by 40 for 14 seconds. Pretty decent, but I'm not sure that it's worth 150 upkeep per turn at the current time. Alrighty, we could also get some Flamers of Fate, or Flames of Fate in here with a couple of Flamer units, but once again, I think maybe we wait on that. Yeah, I think we're okay as we are. I'd rather build some regular units and keep investing in stuff and not have to worry about the souls, especially as we travel northward towards Kolek later, where we will not be collecting souls. Obviously, we're going to leave Barbarous the Gatewatcher down here to deal with Cathay. So hopefully he can at least generate some souls for us. Anyway, let's skip the rest of this, let's end the turn, and then I guess we're going south to try to destroy the Celestial Loyalists, or otherwise anybody that's on the way to them. Like these orcs at Kunlan, for example.
You wish for boons, you talk to me.
You want us to join war against the Jade Custodians all the way down here, and why would we do that? Other than the fact that you're kind of losing, which I guess is not so great. I don't want you to lose, which is why we're probably going to come up here. I may gift you Kunlan rather than gifting it to the USAC. I'm not entirely sure yet. How to think about that one. Actually, speaking of, let's start gifting a few of these territories over to our ally while we're here. And I don't mean Snitch so much as our Norscan vassal. Infernal March Research, so battle reinforcement time reduction, camp may and movement range upgrade, though not by a crazy amount. Next up, we have... What were we gonna go next? I did want to get Dark Meditation for that Bolt of Change. The Warband upgrades into Chosen are not necessary right now. I mean, that could certainly help for the Chaos Warriors, but do we really need this right now? That's the question, and I don't think we really do. We will eventually, though. Fear Attribute for Aspiring Champions. Malignant Totems will give us Chaos Corruption for active Undivided gifts. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for Dark Meditation. Plus we get the bonus research build for Dark Fortress military buildings, which is nice as well. And then when we stop on by, or when we need those chosen, we'll bring them in. What's the upkeep difference? It's pretty big. They're nearly twice the cost of the regular Tzeentch units. Yeah, we'll get a bunch of regular chosen. In fact, by comparison, 5368. Yeah, they're quite a bit more tanky, but we'll see. For now, I think our army is doing just fine as it is. Now you, Vilitch, are going to move towards Kunlan here. We'll probably sack it and then take it over. Let's put you into... Ah, damn, this is our territory. I was hoping to go into raiding stance, but if it's not possible, it's not possible. Go here, then. Whereas you, Barbaros... Now, as I recall... Oh, wait, these guys are probably going to come down here to the city of Shagangan if we... You know what? Let's build this before we give it to our ally. But in the meantime, we'll give them Mingzhu, I think? Yeah, they do border it in the terracotta graveyard. Okie dokie. That's good enough. Let us give them this. It's not like it's going to generate any money or anything, though by keeping these territories, they do provide Tzeentch and corruption. You know what, maybe we wait a few turns before giving them over, and just to get the corruption a little bit higher, because obviously this place is going to have control problems, especially at the start. Also, we do need to keep an eye on what we need to build here. We got a turn or so until we can upgrade you, and a turn until we can upgrade you. We can upgrade you right now, however. Fortress of Eyes, good. And I'm gonna leave the growth out of it for now. And I guess the same thing goes for you. You're growing okay, and yeah, I'd rather not waste the money on that. We have better uses for it. Vilitch, get ready to attack. Stay in channeling stance just because you can. No particular reason. And I guess we want to move you up here as well. Mostly to leech XP as we go. Alrighty. And how are you guys feeling, by the way? Still no dice on the trade agreement, but you'll become more and more positive as we fight. Also, Tzeentch, just out of curiosity, have you been losing territories down south? Yeah, see, all of these enemies are coming for you. And it does look like Jiao Ming is still sieging, so we do have time to get here after Kunlan. And oh, the Jade... Wait, are these guys done? They have no settlements. They have an army most likely somewhere, but that's basically it for their faction. Okay, good. Good, I just want to sack this for money and because Vilitch is right beside it anyway, but otherwise, we'll figure it out. Anyway, with that, I believe that's an end turn, because there ain't much to do, unless we can steal some tech. Let's have you steal tech from Kunlan, I guess. You also block this army, but why would we bother? A decent chance to fail. Hopefully you don't die. You succeeded. Well done, buddy. And you leveled up on top of that. Let's upgrade your wound, I think. Although, you know what? You're not trying to wound a lot of characters. You know, let's get block army instead. You're probably going to get more use out of that, at least right now. Then Ekugax. You might as well start annoying Kolek by stealing tech from the challenge stone, although the chance is not super high. Hopefully you don't instantly die. Failure, but not a death, so that's okay. And then we gotta head to this place. I take it these two are at war, yes indeed they are, but there's no way that they take the challenge stone, whereas we certainly can. Gotta get this free Dolgan faction for ourselves after all. Other than that, we are looking good. Let's end the turn, let's attack some orcs, and then we proceed to find and kill Jiao Ming. I guess in theory we could level up before the attack, but I think there's probably nothing in here to be worth fighting, and I'd really rather just spend our time getting to Jiao Ming than fighting a pointless, easy battle. Though it depends. If they have a garrison building, maybe. Let's find out. I forgot to check. Well, I got a half an army in there. And still potential for a lot of orc killing. More souls and more corruption, yes. This is like the third time we've gotten that thing. It is nice that it is provided periodically. What do we have here? A bunch of savage orcs. No, not a crazy amount, and... No, you know what? Maybe this is worth fighting. Probably won't be difficult, but it might be worth fighting. And where is that... Wait, did the Celestial Oils get destroyed? Did I skip that? Raiding. Shigengen... Oh, okay, so they're here. And they're gonna try to retake it. Would we be able to get back to it with Barbros? Okay, that's kind of an issue. I was going to use him to... You know what? No, go back to the city. Even in March stance, I fear that if we move here, this will take way too much and we won't be able to get back to the city, will we? How much does it take to get back here? 33% remaining. How much will remain if we go here? 64. Ooh, just... it's very close. I guess we could risk it. Go... We'll try anyway. Let's go here and... Oh, that did not work out. Damn it. Well, let's... well, now we're stuck like this. Oh, well. Oh, well, then you don't need March stance. Go into Channeling stance. Why Channeling stance? These guys have a rank up in Channeling stance thing that they want to get. Do we need to level up for this orc fight? I doubt it. I really doubt it. Oh, we do perhaps want to steal some tech from them, though? Or We could try to find that army, or we could give up on that and start moving towards Jiaoming. Nah, you know what, I like that more. You don't need to steel tech here, at least not for now. And I just want to double check you. You do this again. Try not to die. Another failure, but it was a level up this time, so a little bit of specialist will hopefully help you out. Maybe we try to level up by doing something else like blocking army. You do have a higher % chance of succeeding and thus getting free XP out of it. Otherwise, I do believe we have some buildings to build now. Or was that next turn? No, we do have some. You, Bloodwind, keep good, and I guess we'll keep the construction cost reduction for now because in 5... No, you know what? 5 turns is a long way away. Let's send you up to Insights of the Void. Imperial... 4 turns? Yeah, let's send up you to Insights of the Void as well. We'll switch all that in a few turns. Alright, so you guys are good, you're good, you're good, you are good for 4 turns, and you will be good... And you're good now. Okay, beautiful. Let's attack some orcs, shall we? Wait. Blessed Dread and Clan Eshin, does either one of you want us to join this war? Join war against Dimmed Suns. 1.5 from Eshin. What about the Blessed Dread? Join war against Dimmed Suns. 0.7. We'd have to give them money to do this. You know what? No point in doing that. Then Eshin, give us money. Or give us something we want, which is nothing here. So yeah, just join war against Dimmed Suns, yes. Give us cash, thank you. Then, we want to go to war coordination, and we have no mission. And... oh well. I was thinking that if we declared war, we get a new mission for them, but if not, then not. Vilitch, time to attack. Decisive victory low. Yeah, it's not going to be a difficult fight, but you never know if we'll find Jiaoming or whether he'll run away this time. So let's just fight it cinematically. At least we can enjoy Vilitch slaughtering his way through mountains of orcs. Man, these Cathian locations just look amazing. Look at this frickin' thing. I got distracted by seeing this right away. And the sky, too. Are we in a Nurgle location? Or is this some sort of reflection from the Warpstone Desert? No, we're at the Orcs up on this mountain. I'm not entirely sure why the sky is this green, but it looks damn nice. Wait, could this be Skaven corruption? But why would it change the sky color? I'm not entirely sure. Whatever it is, I love it. I absolutely love it. And once again, absolutely hats off to the devs for these fantastic Cathian locations. Gonna be a pretty nice looking fight at the very least, and the gate is the first thing to go down. And so, same with all the orcs that were standing on top of it. Oh, I hadn't realized they just fall through to their deaths like that. That's kind of neat, considering that a hole doesn't actually open up here. You can still move around. Well, that's pretty funny. I hadn't noticed that exactly is how it works. But anyway, there we go. The gate is broken through, and as usual, that makes these battles pretty darn easy. Vilitch hasn't really had too much of a tough time fighting them after all. Now he's going to be the first to stream into the gate, followed by his elites, his personal guard, the Severing Claw, or Severed Claw? It was Severed Claw. Severed Claw. And then the rest of our forces as well. The Chosen will head into the gate, but the Forsaken this time around, just because I don't want to wait, are going to go up the walls instead. I really feel like Vilitch should give the Forsaken a perfect vigor upgrade, so that he can use them on the walls and make them a little bit more viable into the late game. He has all these buffs for Forsaken, but it does feel like, campaign-wise, you're better off just, you know, not taking them past the early to mid-game, because they're just too fragile. Anyway. Here we go, gonna open up the fight, gonna get that AoE attack, lovely. And casually rip apart some orcs while we're at it. Oh, a little bit of lag from that AoE effect, but there we go. Here come the personal guard, the Severed Claw. And once again, these units just look so damn cool. The glow on the weapons and like the runes and all that stuff on their armor. Very nice. I love to see these guys fight on a really dark map where you can only essentially spot them through the glow. Though I suppose would make it pretty difficult to hide if you're trying to, you know, set up an ambush. If you're glowing like a torch. Alrighty, some casts have been going down. Both a Searing Doom, as well as that Pink Fire of Tzeentch, while the rest of our forces stream in behind Vilitch. A second Pink Fire of Tzeentch following up on the first as we use the scroll of, I forget its name, to reduce the cooldown and back to 0. And those two Fires of Tzeentch instantly basically destroy the units that were blocking us and allow us to stream into the city with our Chosen and our spawn. In the meantime, the Forsaken have gone up the walls and are now getting support from the Pink Horrors, both the ones in Vilitch's army as well as the second army that's come in, while our Flyers are getting ready to join the fray as well, flying over all of these structures and hoping to help clear some of those walls out. Lots and lots of orcs still on the field. There's about 2,000 defenders, so while we probably won't have too difficult of a time killing them all, I do imagine we probably still shouldn't underestimate them. Plus, these are savage orcs, though sadly their war paint can be as useful against our faction as they would be otherwise. Oh, Doom Knights knocking so many of the enemies off and otherwise into our Forsaken. And the wall should be ours very quickly at this rate, even with the Forsaken tired from their climb. Yeah, I think the Forsaken can teach the Savage Orcs something about savagery. Anyway, there we go. Lots of our units, I think most of our units are now in the city or settlement, and the big blob here is completely unthreatened by what the AI can bring. The AI does have some trolls that it could commit, but you know, they've already tried it a couple times and all they did was a rout. I would like to see some troll versus spawn action. Maybe we'll see if we can get one of those going later on. And in fact, now it's time to split up the army a little bit. Vilitch and half of it will go up the ramp here to the main portion where the rest of the enemies remain, and the other half will go down this ramp where there are others. Like I said, still plenty of orcs. Though a little bit samey in the sense that there aren't a lot of different types of units here. It's still pretty fun. I do love fighting horde-type factions where there's a lot of enemies. Also, the enemy tried to blob up and gather enough units to defend against this oncoming horde with a blob up this ramp, and then we repeatedly cast 2 Searing Dooms from our 2 Metal Sorcerers. And there we go. They ain't holding the ramp like that because they're basically done immediately. And now we're gonna chase them up here. Oh, what a glorious looking battle, though. Driving those savage orcs before the chaos spawn. Also, another bright side of this is that we don't have a lot of locations fighting at the same time, so we can simply look where the fighting is happening. Ah, look at the spawn glowing in the shadow / dark. Didn't quite get that happening with the... oh, those are the weird spawn that glow so much, aren't they? I think? Or are these the weird spawn? Wait, I'm actually curious. Who glows more? No, I can't actually tell. Oh, it's the regular spawn that glow more. The weird spawn are slightly off color, aren't they? Although they do have much more glowing faces, although that could be different depending on which face that particular spawn is using. Oh my lord, that's bloody. And then heading down to this hill, I was hoping for some troll on spawn action, at least some spawn, and some trolls will be able to smack into each other, though I do imagine the trolls are going to be quickly brought down by the Severed Claw here. It's a pretty bad matchup for the trolls. Especially since the aspiring champions have a trait that prevents them from getting easily knocked around on charge or otherwise, even though they're small models. They've got very decent mass for their unit size. Alrighty, well, a little bit of troll on spawn action, but primarily it's the Severed Claw that are carrying the day on this side. And speaking of carrying the day, the balance of power is 95% in our favor, and the battle is nearly over. Vilitch has taken the top of the ramp, and I think one tiny unit remains. And though it was a cool-looking battle, it's got to end sometime, which is probably in a couple of seconds. And there it is. There is the chain route. Well done, everybody. I think our losses were pretty minimal, but I guess we can't actually tell because we brought in some damaged units and it counts that. I really wish that it didn't. Or at least it would specify that... Oh, well, whatever. I don't know why they display it like this. Like, if you bring 10 units out of 2,000, it'll start the battle by saying 10 out of 2,000, but what's the point of seeing that? We can't resurrect them anyway. Even if we did have resurrect combatants, I'm pretty sure you can't resurrect past the resurrection/healing cap from the start of the battle anymore. Anyway, there we go. Decisive victory for us. Just had to spend a couple little seconds healing Vilitch up to full. He took like 10% damage or something silly like that, but he does have that Chalice of Chaos to heal up. Glorious, glorious, lots of slaughter, but more importantly, what a lovely map. Alright, well, damage-wise, that went about as expected, in that we basically took none. Though that battle did certainly make me realize that it's not that easy to activate Storm of Fire. It seems like when you're playing against the AI, it's basically constantly using Storm of Fire whenever it wants, presumably whenever it's off cooldown, without even casting any spells, it seems. Whereas after all the spells we've cast, it didn't even come up once in that battle, though we did use the first arcane something to buff our casting ability, or Winds of Magic. I guess we could try without popping that, but I do remember in other factions being able to use more than one thing. Interesting. Well, we'll see. Might be more worthwhile in a more difficult battle. Anyway, we're gonna sack the place because it's not a Dark Fortress. And we got a Norse Berserker, Swell, a Free Sword of Slaying, a Barbarian for Barbaros, and Disc of Tzeentch for you. I'm not sure that we want Banner of Rage. Yeah, you know what? That could go on Vilitch. Why not? And a bunch of Passive Glory, which is partly why we were in channeling stance. You already have the Berserker, you don't need the Cultist. What you probably do need is that Banner of Rage, because, you know, at least your brother seems kind of angry at things. Or at least he should be. Leadership, let's see, we got a Slave Master, Recruitment Cost, Cultist we don't need, and I guess that was the only ancillary that we could potentially use anyway. As for items, wait. Did I accidentally take off your armor? Whoops. My bad, buddy. My bad. Wait a second. Huh, weird. I don't remember doing that. Hey, we got another Glittering Scales, though. Hexus can hold the one, and then somebody else can hold the other. As for what we've got down here, I don't like the Ruby Ring of Ruin, but the Potion of Toughness can stay. The Scroll of Power and Scepters of Stability, though, are perhaps ready to go. We got a Pendant of Slaanesh, though I'm not entirely sure who we would put that on as of yet. I'm very tempted to just delete the Scroll of Power and the Scepter of Stability, but I have been using the Scroll of Power on Vilitch occasionally. So you know what, let's hold on to it for now until we get something that's actually genuinely better. You have the Scepter, you can use a hand weapon for now, for example, the Sword of Strife. Alright, looks good to me, and you can hold on to those Glittering Scales and any additional ancillaries, which are none. Whereas you, Barbaros, I guess we want you to capture this place, right? So that we can gift it to somebody. Alright, fine. You won't be able to relieve the city there, but this will work. Capture it in channeling stance. I'm not sure that that'll actually help or not, but do it. Alrighty, there we go. And now it's ours. We're not going to bother repairing. Actually, you know what? Just repair it. Repair it for our allies, but we will be gifting it to said allies as well. Yeah, that'll work. That'll definitely work. Also, you... I think... Disc of Tzeentch versus... Well, it looks like the stats-wise, it's the same as the Chaos Steed. In fact, it's identical to the Chaos Steed, which is kind of interesting. Oh, actually, it isn't. It just... The mouse over it doesn't really work. Chaos Steed gives you more armor and a little bit more charge, but a little bit less speed. I wonder if you're a bigger target on the disc or the steed, or whether it's identical. In theory, the disc looks a little bit smaller, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to think about that one. Let's leave it on you for now, and then we'll see how it performs and whether... You know what, it does make you vulnerable in the air to ranged fire, but to be fair, we're also not encountering a lot of threatening ranged fire right now, plus you could always land. Either way, Vilitch, you are done here for now, as there's nobody else to contend with. We're gonna march stance you, and we need to try to get you to Jiao Ming. We have no idea where he's going, but I would imagine he's gonna head to the Shrine of the Alchemist next, so you're gonna go around this way. Let's also... I was about to say trade this, but no, you know what, we could wait another turn or two. Keep getting that Tzeentch corruption up. Because once we trade these away, it'll be -6 Tzeentch corruption, and then our allies, I believe, generate regular chaos corruption, yeah, which fights with our corruption, which I kind of don't like. I feel like your vassals should generate the same type of corruption that you do, especially if it's just regular Norskins, you know what I mean? Like, we can force them to convert to Tzeentch rather than Undivided, because clearly... Tzeentch is superior if they're our vassals, or else they would have died or fought to the end with the names of their dark god on their lips. But anyway, I believe that's it. We don't have anything to build, so we will be skipping the rest of this stuff. Let's end the turn and let's proceed. Anything interesting happening? How does... looks like the Blessed Dread are feeling pretty okay about us now. I imagine the Celestial Loyalists will either be in range or very close to in range of the city here, so maybe have to send Barbaros to retake it. But if we have to recruit some stuff with Barbaros, that's not too bad. Yeah, there it is. Pyrrhic Victory. Okay, we're gonna manually fight this. And try to hold up in the center of the map. It really depends on the type of map it is. If it has too many choke points, we won't be able to hold, but if it has one or two, there's certainly a possibility. It does say Pyrrhic Victory, but the problem is we lack armor piercing here considerably. Alright, so the main territory is here. They do have a couple of peasant bows, which I suppose we could try to run down with our horsemen, but it's the choke points that we need to hold. Unless the enemy all starts moving in one direction, though I somehow doubt it. We'll see. We'll see if it loads, that is. Alright, let's look at what we've got going on here. The enemy is here and here at 2 locations. 2 choke points isn't so bad. Do they have 1 archer at each? It does look like indeed they do. Alrighty, so let's try this. So you're gonna go here. And what kind of towers do Tzeentch factions offer? We have the Piercing Tower, and they're both Piercing Tower types. 70 and 30 versus 150. So we're better off just building 2, though the Magic Tower will give us Splash. The fact that this is armor piercing is nice, although it ain't a crazy amount of armor piercing, and the Magic Tower does give us a considerable amount. You know what, if we can hold a line here, we're probably better off building the Magic Tower. Though then again, the problem with the Magic Tower is it won't hold the entire time, will it? Alright, well, regardless, Marauders, maybe we don't hold this one at all. Maybe we ignore it and just hold here. Where's the main location? It's all the way back here, yes? They could run around. These guys will definitely attack, but yeah, the problem is if we don't have a tower to support us here, we don't get too much value out of this. And this doesn't generate victory points, does it? Well, just in case, we're gonna hold this, let's say this choke point right here, well, right here, with 1 set of Marauders. 2 more Marauders back here where they're hopefully safe from the enemy archer fire, and then you can come in to add some armor-piercing damage when the enemy comes in. And we can hopefully draw the rest of their army here and build a Magic Tower. I'm hoping that that's the way that it works. Also, I think that's everybody, right? Yes. Start battle. You guys move away. go into melee mode. You're gonna charge those peasant archers. In a little bit, I mean. And you guys are gonna guard mode and just sit there. Alright. And let's speed it up to max a little bit. For a little while, anyway. And where are you guys gonna go? You know what? Just in case, let's set you guys up right here at this choke point. I'll probably capture that, but nah. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. You guys get ready to move in. Magic Tower will be up shortly. They're going to start firing on our Chaos Warriors, but of course they lack armor piercing. As in, the enemy does, not us. And then build that Magic Tower. If these guys can hold... Alright, time to charge the enemy peasants. No, wait, the enemy lord is moving in. Is he an Astromancer? No, he's a Lord Magistrate. Oh yeah, because he's a Lord. Mostly I just want to stop the peasant archers from firing. And these guys are moving in, but they are taking their time to do so. Alright, come on, peasant, come on, horses. Alright, the archers are turning. They're probably going to get at least one volley into us. Though we get a volley right back into them. And then we charge. Unfortunate that the Lord is there, but hopefully. Oh, looks like we get more than one volley in. This might not be enough. But it'll allow the tower to come up, hopefully. Alright, let's get those Chaos Marauders in with their armor piercing to get those Jade Warriors damaged. And looks like the enemy's gonna charge in with their peasant horses. Looks like they're not moving around, or at least they're not... Oh, actually these guys are. Never mind. Ignore that then. Just keep the tower coming up. How are those peasants? In bad shape, though so are we. It's gonna be a close one. Alright, you. Reinforce. Right, some armor piercing out against those Jade Warriors. How's that tower? 19 seconds. Ah, we routed first. Damn. Unfortunate. 15 seconds on the tower. And you guys, you know what? Start... I was about to say start moving down, but yeah, these guys are coming. Fortunately, they're not bringing their archers to this side, so that does work out for us. Also, you are attached to which location? I did not check that. This one. Okay, so we have to hold this one at all costs. You know what? In fact, you're gonna go here. You're gonna block this choke point instead. All right, tower is up. Fire in the center of this. Yes. All right, good, good. A few of those will do some nice damage. Peasant horses have charged into our marauders, which are not in such good shape. All right, let's charge those enemies again. No, tower. I told you to attack this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, fine. Switch targets. Switch targets. Please, please stop firing on the archers. Please, you're wasting shots. This thing is right there. What are you doing? You've been told. Thank you. Oh, what the hell was that? I think it might not be able to shoot the one that's closer to it because it switched targets without being asked. At least the enemy peasant archers look to be about dead. Tower can keep firing, though... these Jade Warriors are coming. We will have another tower up and running soon. Are you switching automatically again? Would you please? For the love of... Stop that. Why don't towers listen to what you tell them to do? Damn. Alrighty, now we need another tower. This location has a tower... Where? Too far. Useless. Is there a non-useless tower nearby? Damn, I don't like these tower locations. And this one has towers, but will most likely be captured by the Jade Warriors, and also this tower is in a bad location. There's a tower here, but this one's attached to this thing. You know what? Build it. These guys might be able to hold the choke. Like so. Chaos Warriors are in somewhat of a bad shape now. Please, please keep attacking. At least the enemy peasant horses are in bad shape as well. And you are still wasting shots. You have got to be kidding me. Alright, you know what? Stop firing on that altogether. Go for the Jade Warriors. Pretty dumb, I gotta say. You, Marauders move in. Okay, at least that is... I was about to say working, but not really, because... Oh, these towers are terrible. Give me Slaneshi towers. Slaneshi towers are just so damn good by comparison. In fact, you guys, get extra... Well, you know, reduce enemy melee attack, unless they're gonna go around us here. Looks like they're gonna go around. Alright, fine. That's fine. Just react to that. Put yourselves right there. And I think we can't construct this, but we can construct another small tower after. Oh, damn you, frickin'. They really don't want to fight at the choke point, which, you know, fair enough. I mean... Alright, looks like one of our units are routed. Because they're still fresh, unfortunately. Alright, how's that tower? Nearly up. How are we doing on this side? Chaos Warriors are still holding. This tower's doing a good job now. Now that it's firing at these guys instead of the ones over there. I do wonder if it would be able to fire on these. I very much doubt it, but, you know, give it a try later. Yeah, those ones have almost broken through. You know what? Try firing at that. And you are failing, tower. Switch to this. We have another potential tower coming up. Let's say up here, but the thing is, I fear that our units will break shortly. You are going to capture this. There aren't very good tower locations. Wait, let me just see here. This is a choke point location, tower. Yeah, the rest of the towers are too far away. Okay. Well, leave it as it is then. And hope that we can achieve something. Ooh, the rear charge isn't going to be so good for the Chaos Warriors, because that's our Lord, and it might break. Well, here's hoping. This tower at least is still firing. Ah, and this one's helping out there as well. Nice. This is actually turning out to be surprisingly weirdly close. There isn't much to do now other than watch and hope that the towers kill those Jade Warriors. Maybe what I should have done is just had everybody go into a single location and built a bigger tower, a 2,000 point tower instead. Are you really unable to get these guys at all? You, tower. Switch to the slightly healthier unit. Hey, you guys have come back. Come in and reinforce. Please, make those Jade Warriors go away. Ooh. What if you switch to the Lord? Would you be able to actually fire on him? It's an interesting question. Damn, that splash was just off. Well, let's see. If it can fire on the Lord, no, it can't. I think it's, the enemies are too close to it. So not only is the tower placement bad, but they can't fire... They have a limited range, as in a minimum range, which I didn't even know was a thing. I thought that they could fire at anything within their thing, because they don't have the display of a limited range, you know? Because some units do, like the artillery pieces. Ah, okay, that one worked. Though it didn't seem to do any damage to their regular units. Alright, well, keep building. Tower switch fire on to these peasant archers. You guys shattered. Give chase to this unit. Tower switch to here. And we're waiting for 2,000 points to build a tower up here, though I sincerely doubt we're going to be retreating all the way there. Back to this, I guess. If it could fire into the middle of this blob one time, and the enemy would rout, like the entire army would chain rout, but it's not happening. You really don't want to, do you, tower? Why do you have to be like this? Almost. That was actually not too bad. That actually did some splash. There we go. And the Chaos Warrior is still holding. Nice. And I think this faction will be destroyed after this. Although I suppose a few units might survive. Alright, come on, one more shot into that unit. One more shot. You got this, tower. And who's retreating? Our units are retreating? Oh, don't tell me the Chaos Warriors are routing. No, but they're close to it. How are we doing on this side? Oh, the peasant archers are running away. Okay, you know what? I was about to say build a tower here, but it wouldn't do anything. This tower wouldn't be able to fire on him. That's tremendously unfortunate. You attack this then. And you attack this. Chaos Warrior is about to rout. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I feel like if they rout, the only reason they'd rout is because the towers aren't doing their job. Might want to go back and reclaim this, and you're the last unit on the field, eh? Alright. Come on. Those Jade Warriors are fighting basically to the death, and what are you actually firing at here? The thing is, you're gonna die, tower. You know what? Let's build a tower here, 2,000 point tower. We might want to try to retreat with this little extra unit down here. This tower will die, but that one will survive. Chaos Warriors, hold on for a few more seconds. Yes, yes, chase those routing units. Chaos Warriors, back off. Back off to, like, here. If you can survive, the enemy will be forced to chase you, which is not so great for the enemy. In fact, just stay here and retreat. Oh, these units are back again, but I'd really rather you continue firing on the towers, unless did that shot just... Yeah, that one's gonna work. No, this place is gonna go down. But that might be okay. You guys charge into those warriors. Tower. Ah, yes, the Gnor, our Chaos Marauders, and our Chaos Warriors. Beautiful. You guys make sure that unit shatters, and indeed it does. And that one's shattered as well. You guys are right. Time to come in and reinforce. Yeah, they really want to capture this, don't they? Works for me, I suppose. Now attack that unit. Just make sure the rest of them shatter, and let's speed it up. Our units, let them become fresh again while our towers continue to bombard the enemies here. These units are shattered as well, so just keep destroying them. And you... How you doing? Actually shocked that this unit hasn't completely routed. Come on, move away from that. Nice, nice, and there's the victory. Too bad we don't have a... You know, I feel like Tzeentch Garrison should automatically have a caster, even at level 1, so we actually have a way of getting this stuff. Cause yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. Nurgle just has to take damage. Oh well. And yeah, our towers are gonna miss every shot at the enemy while they run, aren't they? Though I think we might as well watch them die, because they'll otherwise just try to siege this location, though I do think we'll be able to auto-resolve if they do. You know what, they're not gonna hit any more shots. Their accuracy is too poor. They're like hell cannons, right? Though I didn't see whether they were homing missiles like hell cannons are. Anyway, very weirdly close. What a weird battle. Mostly because of tower accuracy, mind you. That said, good job to the Chaos Warriors for holding for so long. Yeah, the enemy base tier 1 units have just as much armor as, or nearly as much armor as Chaos Warriors. It's quite nice for them. And hey, we got a decent amount of cash out of it. And let's just get some more. And are you gonna siege? No, I think the AI will have to suicide and will break itself upon the city of Shigengan next turn. Clan mission successful, yay. Research successful, those savages. And... Jiaming's still sieging, eh? Alrighty. Well, you keep sieging, buddy. Keep sieging for as long as you want. We're coming for you. Also, who are you at war with now? Just the Burning Wind Nomads. Oh, interesting. That's because you're a vassal, you're not really at war with anybody. Are we at war with Jiaming?
You have brought death upon yourself.
Yeah. Huh. Now that's interesting. Let's see, who are you at war with? We can trade now, though. Balance of power or balance of payment, yes. You are at war with Dimmed Suns and Celestial Loyalists, which will both be dead shortly. Alright, well, I guess we want to declare war on Jiaming just so that our allies start sending armies down there. Also, how's our Tzeentch corruption looking in Wei Jin? Pretty high. I think we're free to trade Mingzhu to them now, so trade.
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
Mingzhu for nothing. You can give us money if you like. Propose offer. Alright, you enjoy that. And what's our vassal tribute? Basically nothing. 212. Very, very little. Oh well, and then we'll trade the other stuff to them as well. Yeah, I'm shocked at how useless our ally is in terms of providing us money, but hopefully that will change in the future. Also, Barbaros, I think it's time to... Oh, you can get a giant if you want. Oh, that's neat. Huh. Well, you know, we might not get another opportunity to get a giant in our army. You could be a monstrous unit leading army, I suppose. The Swords of Chaos are gonna go to Vilitch. And, huh. Interesting. Although 400 gold per turn is a little bit steep. Or favor per turn. You know, I just like, it's just, why not? Why the heck not? Alright, and then you two are gonna get upgraded to, well, potentially aspiring champions, so maybe stay here for now. You know, I could have actually reduced the recruitment cost, could I? No, I couldn't have. Never mind. Never mind. Then, Barbaros, just stay here. You can get a troll unit as well if you want. Oh, we could also get our 2 Screamers in here, which we shall do so, yes. And then I believe that's all we can do, unless we want to get some Skaven slaves or something. That's from Clan Eshin. No, we're just gonna wait until they have better units. In fact, can we upgrade this yet? No, we must be in a military alliance, and we are not, though it may be beneficial to get into one, if nothing else, just for their stuff. They're basically willing. You know what? Let's do this. Join war against Western Provinces, Dissenter Lords of Jinshen. Let's do that. Oh, they don't actually want us to. Okay, I assume you want us to against the Western Provinces? Yeah, because the Western Provinces are actually strong, or we can give you a tiny bit of money for this. Yeah, alright. I want their Warp Lightning Cannons, and while they'll force some unnecessary wars, who cares?
I shall just...
There we go, and War Coordination, Outpost, nope, War Coordination, Outpost, yes. Ally missions, kill Shenji Yong, yes, easy enough, because you'll be dead next turn. Regardless of what's going on here with those weird battles. Barbaros, you... I guess stay here or move out. And we could go over here and raid Celestial Monastery, I suppose. You know what, yeah, let's, wait a second. If we set ourselves up into teleport stance, let me just see here. Win 5 battles for Unbreakable. Win a battle led by against an army led by spellcaster. Successfully use a hero action. Okay, no, I thought somebody had a thing where you couldn't have enough mana, but apparently we don't have one of those. All right, fine, just move down here then.
Following the changing winds.
Just move down here. At the very least, to raid the Celestial Monastery, and then we can trade it to our allies or something for additional reputation. Nice. Alrighty, you, Ekugax, you can continue trying to steal tech, or wait. 45-3 versus 39-9. Higher chance to do this without dying. Another failure, damn. You're really... oh, hello, Kolek. Hello, Kolek. This is why we want to come up here. We want to have a fight with you. Ooh, Bastions are ready to be upgraded. A little bit on the expensive side, mind you, but why not? Nangao, you are about to be upgraded, so we're going to switch you to construction cost reduction. You do not need to be switched to you, do not need to be switched, and you are good as you are. Alrighty. Time to end the turn yet again. And Vilitch, how close are you? Yeah, it looks like we'll have to get the fight with Miao Ying, or Jiao Ming rather, Miao Ying's dead, next episode, as we won't reach him in time, but oh well, what can you do? Let's just end this one turn just to see if anything interesting happens. Oh, there is that little Orky stack nearby. Maybe we attack them at the start of next episode just for the fun of it. And because we would get souls and other stuff for it. Yeah, you're dead now. And this faction's gone for good. Get 1 soul. Probably this guy's. Why not? Hey, a soul's a soul. Vicious Gobspit, you're gonna move this way, eh? Faction destroyed Dim Sun's faction destroyed Celestial Loyalists, ally successful mission, and now we don't need to move Barbaros down here. At the very least, not to this place. The question is there other places where we want to send him? He can still have fights down here, we just need to make sure that he has a proper army. What do we have for Warband? Ah, wait, this is the same location?
The great schemer twists the world to his desire.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll have to think about what to do with him next time. We are building up our outposts now, so we should soon have access to some nicer stuff from our ally here. Similarly, next time we will keep marching Vilitch out. I would go for Gobspit, but I'm 90% sure he'd just run away, so I'm just gonna not bother with him. We will march down here through the Warped Stone Desert and go after Jiao Ming, who will, by the looks of it, continue sieging. Which is weird, because these guys don't have a garrison, but if he wants to stay there, that's fine. We'll allow him to do that, and not complain about it, and we will simply try to go after them. I suppose he's technically not at war with us, so this is a good chance where he is not wary of us. Anyway, calling it here, we're out of time. Next time we try to go after Jiao Ming, and thereafter move north towards fighting Kolek and getting us some new vassals. Hopefully that works out, while Barbaros starts fighting on his own and doing his own thing in Cathay, I assume, because we're going to leave him here. After all, he is the watcher of the Great Bastion, and how better else to watch it than destroying everything that could possibly threaten it. Anyway, stay tuned for more Vilitch. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.